Tell me, how do I know where you're from? When you claim names like John, Mary, Peter, tell me, how do I know where you're from? Even Europeans themselves, they bear their own native names. For example, people in Germany, you see them bearing names that are affiliated to Germany. Those in France bear French names. Those in the UK, they bear their own names. Those in Hungary, you can name them. The Spaniards, the Italians, they bear their own native names. So why do we Africans bear names that are foreign to us? Tell me, you forget about where you're from and you bear foreign names. How does that help you? It's time for us to reverse that kind of mentality, and start, thinking about ourselves. Because we are Africans, so it's very important that we bear names that are affiliated to where we come from. Very, very important. You can't come from Africa and you bear names like Peter, John, Mary, and all sort of horrible names. It doesn't make any sense, isn't it? Yes, so it's time for us to go back to our roots. Start bearing names that are affiliated to where we come from. Names that your forefathers bear. For example, my name is Archibong Eyoko, and I'm proud of that. AKA the Prince Bakassi. So please, those of you that have foreign names already, please, please, please don't give to your children English names. Don't give to your children Israeli names, Hebrew names. Leave that for those ones. We Africans, we must learn to bear our own names. Particularly my own people where I come from. They are so used to bearing English names. You'll be hearing Jackson. And most of us will be given names by our parents. But as soon as we just step out of the boundaries of our native lands, we change those names to English. Your parents will give you peace and you change it to a name. Your parents will give you a beautiful name like Ima and you change it to goodness. You lost the original meaning of the name, the beautiful sound. And I'm still waiting for the day the English people and the French people are going to start bearing African names. I don't blame us, I blame our parents. Those days, feeling European, behaving European was a norm, it was a trend. Everyone wanted to feel or look like a European. Everyone wanted to feel educated, enlightened. So what did they do? They changed those names to English names. Most of us innocently ended up bearing English names. And to make matter worse, the churches, you give your child a beautiful native name, and then they will take them down to the church. They call it Christian, and they will go change those names to English names. And some of them do it, and instead of giving, accepting, adopting that name given to the child by the parents, they will say, okay, this is your second name. They'll give them some English name. So at the end of the day, the child is going to have two names. The beautiful native name that was given to them by the parents, and then the name given to them by the church. Name that has actually no meaning whatsoever. That has actually no significance. That has no attribution to the child in question, or the culture, or where the child actually comes from, just because it's an English name to make them look European. We've been brainwashed by these people, and it's time for us to reverse that trend. But it's a shame that most of the churches out there are there to promote this Eurocentric agenda, all to the detriment of our people, of our own very root. We lose that pride in where we actually come from. And that has to stop.